Hey guys, welcome, welcome. Melissa Zoske here, your energy alignment business coach, and I am so excited to be here with you today, as always. It's so funny. Every time I start to go live, something happens, like the dog starts barking, we start getting stuff delivered, I hear a beeping noise as the car is backing up. I'm like, why? So if you hear the dog barking or if you hear some beeping, then sorry about that. But I really wanted to get on here and talk to you guys about more blocks that you could be having to your success. And a lot of times they're not what you think they are. So wanted to pull in a little more woo-woo. You guys know that I'm really into the woo-woo part of things and really combining them with business, because if your energy isn't aligned to your business, then you're probably struggling. You're probably feeling burnout. You're probably doing all the right things and nothing's working. So I want to help you with that. I want to help you really start to clear that out and really help you step into that 6+ figure business. Okay. So you guys all see me on here, you know that we all struggle with different things and it doesn't really matter. We're here to help lift other people up. We're not here to be perfect. We're here just to go with the flow. So if the dog barks or if you have something happen that you feel a little flustered, it's not a big deal. Just let it go. It's all mindset. It's all about how you think about what you're doing. And just like, it's not a big deal. We're all human, okay? So I just wanted to remind you of that. So wherever you are watching from, please post in the comments. I would love to see where you're watching from. It's so fun to see people from all over the world. I always get a lot of Canadians. I've even had people from China. I've had all over the world people just post where they're watching from, and it's amazing. Maybe I haven't had people post not watch from China. I have had people watch from Thailand. I have had Chinese clients, but from China. But yeah. So post in the comments if you have any questions as we go, and I'll keep track of that. I want to go into the group and make sure it's showing up here and make sure that everything is looking good as we step into this energy of a 6+ figure business. Doesn't that feel good? Does that sound good? Stepping into the energy of a 6+ figure business. What does that mean to you? What does that mean for you, like for your life? What does that mean for your business? Let me put this in here real quick. In the groups, if you guys aren't in the Shining Mentor Successful Entrepreneur group, you want to join that. It is an amazing group of spiritual entrepreneurs, coaches, and healers that are really stepping it up and taking their business to the next level. Okay, I posted that there. I'm going to go ahead and post here. I'm all over the place. Jenny, hey, hon, how are you doing? So glad to see you here. I know where you're from. You're from the UK. See, I love having people from all over the world. And that's the beauty of doing your business online, is that you can, God, I got something on my glasses, that you can be connecting with people from all over the world. And it's fun. It's exciting. All right, let's see here. Hi, Oren. Nice to see you. Haven't seen you for a while. Oh, you're so sweet. Welcome, welcome. Awesome. So today we're going to talk about what is keeping you blocked from creating that 6+ figure business. And, you know, we have things that we have in our life all the time that could keep us blocked, right? It's energy. Energy is everything. And when you have those thoughts, beliefs, those emotions going through all the time that are negative, that creates a negative energy. And what that does is it causes you to fail. So I want to help shift you out of that fail mode. We have a Breaking Biz Blocks 5-day challenge starting on Monday. And every time I do this, we clear so many negative beliefs and blocks around your business, around your success, that people write me all the time. I get just got some more testimonials from the last time, and people are joining again so they can dig deeper. And so it is a great way for you to really, lay that foundation, that groundwork for you to start creating your empire, your 6+ figure business, and quickly. Okay. Once you start shifting things, magic happens. You really can find that place where that feels aligned with you, your soul, what you want to create in this world, who you want to share it with, those people that you want to help. It all comes together. And that's what I'm here to help you do. So make sure that you sign up. And I've just posted the link here, the Breaking Biz Blocks 5-day challenge. And if you don't see it in your links, I'll go back through and see where it didn't land. I'm using StreamYard. So if you see the StreamYard, make sure you just click Click that you're okay with them so I can see your name. That'll help. All right. So much fun. Okay. So one of the top things that keep you from, creating a business that's successful, keeping it blocked from success is money blocks. And you guys hear me talk about that a lot. And so I want to give it a different spin to help you. Sometimes we need to hear things a few times before it really starts to sink into our subconscious. All right. So one of the biggest things is your money story. You probably have heard about the money story before. And so what that is to you is that's your family history. That's the patterns, the programmings, the things that you've picked up from your life, or things that you might have inherited. Remember, you inherit more than hair and eye color from your ancestors. You inherit their beliefs, their traumas, their lack mentality. All those kind of things are your family money story. So that's the first place I like to really check into, because, oh my gosh, like for me, I had grandparents that lived through the Depression era. And I remember even long after the Depression was over, they still had this lack mentality. They still always hoarded things. They always made sure they had tons of extra food, which is not always a bad thing, especially this last year. A lot of fear happened there and people were freaking out, making sure they had back stuff. It's good to have a little bit of extra, but to the point where they would even I remember them going to the back of grocery stores and looking in the garbage bin for fruit that was still okay. And it's like, really? So that's how deeply that fear lodged into them. And I was like, wow, that fear can lead you into so many different ways of living, ways of thinking, ways of conducting your business. If you're always in that even if it's a slight fear mode or lack mode, that goes out to the universe. The universe hears it and sends a like vibration back. Remember, everything is energy. So if you're in lack mode, it's going to send you more things to be lack of. So that means lack of clients, lack of paying for people paying for your services, your programs, your whatever you're selling. Maybe it is you having not the ability to ask for a raise. It can go into so many different areas. So make sure you're paying attention to that old family stories. And we're always working to get your money and success momentum going. And this next week in the 5-day challenge is going to be so much fun, because that is a place where we clear out success blocks for the group. And it's amazing. So I want you to look at your repeat history of the things happening around money. What do you do repeatedly over and over again? Maybe, and it could be overspending, it could be underspending, it could be worry, it could be always saving for a rainy day and never spending at all. It could be that you're cheap. It could be that you're too extravagant. Maybe you give everything away because you have these money leaks that are making it so you never save. It can go from one extreme to the other. So really paying attention to you and how you respond to money. Maybe you don't like to think about money because it freaks you out. You don't even want to go there. So you let your partner take care of all the money details, because you have this freaked out notion that it's going to freak you out. You're going to get all upset. And then what happens? That emotion goes out to the universe, comes back with more things to be upset over. Okay. So remember that. I remember when I was a kid and my parents, we used to go to the thrift store all the time. And I remember thinking at one point, I was picking out some clothes, and I remember one of the shirts was like 50 cents or whatever. I can't remember exactly, but it was not dollars even. And I remember my mom saying, no, you need to look for something that's a dime or something like that. And I remember thinking, but this is not that much. But that's the way we lived. And we had money at that time. We had some money. We were middle class. So it was like always this feeling of lack, this feeling like you couldn't spend, this feeling like I wasn't worthy of it. I have another memory of wanting a 10-speed. And I really wanted a 10-speed really bad. All my friends had 10 speeds. And Christmas time, I remember I got the bike, and it wasn't a 10-speed. It was one of those Pee Wee Herman bikes before they were cool. It had the big headlight in the front. It was like, this was not cool at the time. And I remember that my dad said to me, you don't need a 10-speed. You don't have to always have the best. And I remember thinking, really, at that time, it was like you never had the best. They just didn't believe you needed to have the best ever. And it was like, why? Why can't you have the best? So those things, those beliefs from influential people in your life can really start to ingrain into every cell of your body with this programming. Just like a computer, we get programmed about this. And you don't want to pass that on, that kind of information on to your kids. So I made sure that I did not pass that kind of stuff on to my kids. I'm like, you buy the best that you can afford. You get quality over quantity. Buy less of good things. And it was like, that is the way I changed. But when I was like 19, 20, I remember I was like, I just hoarded. I wanted as many things around me as possible because what if I had to go without? That's not the way you attract more good things. Plus, you have to let go of things. You have to make room for the good. If you have so many things that are low grade in your life, there's no room for the good to come in. So just remember that. It's time for you to level up level your life and business. Again, you want to join the Breaking Biz Blocks 5D Challenge because every day we're going to be working through these blocks and actually clearing them in real time. I'm going to show you an energy technique that I use that is so powerful. People are like, holy moly. And they get that feeling that weight is lifted off. They feel amazing and they are able to move forward. And all of a sudden, they're taking the action-inspired steps that they need. You absolutely need the strategic inspired action steps to grow your business, to up-level, and to listen to your intuition and your gut as you go along the way. And all this comes together to create massive success. Doesn't that sound like fun? What does that mean to you? Could mean 6+ figures. It could be multiple 6 figures. Whatever that is to you, we want to hit that, all right? So later on, after I got through the quantity, I want to think, do you guys like a lot of things around you? Do you like minimal? Do you like high quality? Tell me what you like in the comments below. Do you like to have few things that have them be high value? Or do you find yourself kind of stockpiling some stuff? Let me know what you're doing, and because that's really helps on me seeing what it is that's blocking you, all right? So today I have way less, but I have more high quality. And I actually don't bring stuff into the house or my life unless I love it. It either has to function or I have to love it or has to have a big purpose or something. It can be sentimental, but even that, sometimes I'm like, sentiments has to stop somewhere because, oh my gosh, with 4 kids, I would have the house full of stuff, right? It's crazy. So I want you to listen to how you're feeling about this. And I also want you to listen to your words and thoughts around what you're doing in your life, what you're doing in your business, what you're doing in your relationships, because it's all connected, guys, right? So I want you to listen to your words and thoughts on things like making money is hard work. How many of you thought of that often? Or maybe you say it. Making money is hard work. Let me see if anybody's commenting over here. Oh, Vanessa is here. Thanks for being here. Minimal, high quality. So you like less high quality things. That is really a good sign that you are aligned. I love it. So Vanessa, good job. How many of you think that making money is hard work? What do you think, Vanessa? Is making money hard work? Zach is saying, I love quality. Yay, that's so important. Yes, it's like go for high quality, buy good things that are going to last a long time. I like buying timeless things that you can, like clothes-wise, timeless things that you can wear year after year with a few statement pieces, that might be a little trendier. But then those basic things I like to have, just be that they can live with them forever. I love that. What else goes in? So do you have the feeling that making money is hard work? Or maybe your parents said things like, I remember money doesn't grow on trees. Pondering this question. I know, Vanessa, right? How about the thought, money doesn't grow on trees? I remember that my dad saying, I'm not made of money. You think I'm made of money? I'm like, dang, it's like you have to live the way you want to attract things. You have to be able to show that you're trusting the universe is going to bring you back what you want. Okay? And sometimes that's a leap of faith. Sometimes that's just saying, hey, I'm going to make this change. I remember the first time I bought a really high quality handbag. And I know for the guys in here, it's like, oh, whatever. But it was like, for me, it was like I was really stepping up and out saying, I deserve this. I deserve quality. And this is my statement. This is what I'm saying I'm worthy of. And it was like just a little token that made me feel like that little extra special secret sauce that could keep me going. It was really cool. But I remember also dropping money on the ground, trying to pick money up off the ground, and my mom saying, don't pick that up. Money's dirty. Think about that in your subconscious. Money's dirty. Money's dirty. How does that feel? It doesn't feel very good, does it? And it really puts a negative slant on money, right? So that negative thought All the universe hears is that you think money's dirty, so it's going to keep money from coming to you. All right. So the other thing is it's selfish to want more money. A lot of spiritual entrepreneurs in particular feel like making money or charging for it is not spiritual. And so they keep themselves blocked from making money. And it's not good, because really when you block yourself from making money, you're really blocking yourself from helping more people. The more money I make, the more I support teams that I hire to help me. I've got a team of people that help me. And I teach this to my tribe as well. When they make more money, I'm like, okay, now guys, this is your zone of genius. This isn't. With this extra money that you're making right now, let's build on this and build your empire up more and more. And I'm showing you how to like build basically your own mini economy where you're helping the people around you as well. And that's a beautiful thing. So not only are you supporting them, you're supporting yourself and you're growing your business. And when you open up to that, instead of holding on to that money all the time and holding it in out of fear and out of just this mode of, oh, I don't know if I can do this anymore, it just blocks you from creating that lifestyle you want. And you really want to step into that. Really important, okay? And I know how that feels because I did it for years. I invested in really cheap things and low-level products and courses and programs. I did spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on that. But when I really leveled up and I went with my gut, I just knew that this was the thing that I was supposed to do. That is when I invested in that mentor. And that is when I took like a 7x to my business, like within a couple weeks. It was crazy. Well, not a couple weeks. It was about 4 weeks, I think. Yeah, 4 weeks, maybe 3 to 4 weeks. And it was crazy how I was like, whoa, it was just like, boom, did it, boom, awesome. And it was so much fun. So that is where, that's where really, when you really step it up in faith and trust, you know that things are going to change. Okay, so Vanessa, my parents didn't speak that they were poor when they first married and did very well, but they worked all the time and were raised. Oh, and you were raised by live-in babysitters. All right. Yeah, and that can be hard too, because then you have that belief that if maybe you are a family person, maybe family is so important to you and being hands-on and connected to your children is so important to you that you don't want to give that up. And so there's a part of you sabotaging that success, because with success means you're not going to have that connection with your kids. Does that make sense? So, yeah, your dad was a really great example of that. So just really stepping up and seeing those little things that might be sneaky, like, yeah, I can make more money, but it might mean that I'm disconnected from my family. I might mean I lose a relationship. I have people all the time that they feel like they have to lose relationships if they level up their income, because all their friends are making below 6 figures, maybe $50,000 to $80,000 a year, and all of a sudden they're making, $500,000, and that means that they're having a hard time connecting with that tribe of people they've always connected with. And it doesn't have to be that way, because, your energy can actually lift other people up. It's just you up leveling. And so, but that fear of losing can really keep you from leveling up in your business. So think about those little innuendos, those little things that can keep you stuck. Okay. Again, it's selfish to want more money. Yeah. It's, selfish to want, like I said before, spiritual entrepreneurs are always feeling that way. They always feel like, I remember when I first started, I charged $47 for, it usually ended up being an hour and a half session. Now I charge $400 for an hour session. So, and at that time I said, well, I want this to be available to everyone. I want everybody to be able to have the miraculous, power from this healing. The problem with that is what I found was that most people that paid that little didn't feel like it was valuable. They thought because it was cheap, it didn't have value. And remember, your thoughts and your beliefs have power. So no matter how powerful your work is, if somebody believes that, they can really water it down. And so I would do all this work, and then I would come back to people and say, so how did it go? I didn't have time to use it, because they didn't pay enough money for it. They didn't even use it. It was like no big deal. If they paid $400 for that, they're using it. They're putting it to work. They have a fire under their butt. They're going to make it happen. And so that's where I got, as I was getting so discouraged, because I was trying to help all these people, making it affordable for them. And then I realized this sneaky little thing that was underneath that was I really didn't feel like I was valuable enough or worthy enough to charge that much. I really didn't feel like I had enough education or enough potential to help other people. And what that did for me was it blocked me. And so it looks like I'm frozen on one of the screens, but it really blocked me. And with that block, it sabotaged me. So once I saw that, and I was like, ooh, I'm really sabotaging myself by I'm not charging that much because I don't feel like I'm valuable. When I cleared that, I went from $47 to $120 to I think it was $180 to $220 within 6 months. And I had the better business ever. My business was growing so fast. And I was then I was going to my program, and now I just like have my clients go lightning speed. I'm like, look, we're going to skip all these little baby steps. We are going to go to crush it and make these big changes. Those changes, like one of my clients, I finally said, listen, this is what you need to do. You need to go from doing these one-off $120 sessions to having these high-level, high-ticket offers where you are offering a high-touch program. And I finally got her to do it. Boom, $8,000 in her first 2 weeks. It can happen. You have to be coachable. You have to be ready. You have to be able to step it up and really do the work, and it can happen fast. And so those are the kind of things. Another client joined my program, and within 2 days, 3,333. Her first high-ticket product program. I mean, her first offer in that high-ticket offer. It was amazing. I love it. So that can be you too. It's just about letting go of some of these yucky beliefs, these energy blocks that are keeping you down. And you guys, I know that you're doing a lot of work on yourself. If you're into energy, you probably didn't doing it your whole life. But you really have to have somebody on the outside looking in, because we are too close to our own shit, right? We're too close to it so often that we can't even see it. And having somebody else, I still have people work on me. I just did last week. 2 times this month I've had to have people work on me because I couldn't do it. So that's where really, stepping it up and getting the help and the support. So join the Breaking Biz Blocks 5-day challenge next week, because in that, I'm going to see through your stuff. I'm going to see through it, and we're going to help each other clear it out. And the more people we have in the group, the higher impact that is. There is power in numbers. And so I want to see your high vibe energy in there so that we can create this massive shift. And like I said, every single time it's more and more powerful, and people come back for more. That says a lot. I have so many people coming back for more, and it's massive. Oh, and you guys, we are giving away over $1,800 worth of prizes, and those will be daily. You'll have sessions with me. Some of those will be, I've got my Breaking Biz Blocks home study program. It's a $1,000 program. I'm giving that away for free. We're giving away some energy clearings for free. We've got so many good things in there. I've got some courses that I'm giving away for free, like Own Your Worth, Price Your Programs to Sell. That's going to be one of the prizes. So you want to be on there so that you can have a chance to win, okay? Let's see if anybody's commenting over here. And if I don't see your comment, please don't worry about it. I will be coming back and checking these later. So if you're watching the replay, just comment and I will be in there. So Vanessa is saying, I am so excited. I know I'm excited to have your beautiful energy in there too. You have very powerful energy, girl. Okay, so how about money is the root of all evil? How many of you have heard that saying? That's a collective conscious belief that we all have kind of playing in the background. But when we do energy healings on this collectively, it really helps it just slide it off. Let's get rid of it. Let's shake that off. Shake it off. Okay? Money isn't important. If you don't feel like money is important, the universe is going to send you no money. No money. So make sure that you're not doing that. Like a lot of times, again, people don't want to look at money. They don't want to think it's important. Money is important. We need it to have houses. We need it to buy groceries. We need it to clothe ourselves, to feed our children. Money is important. Whether you want to think it is or not. I had a friend say, oh, we know villages that have no money in Ubangi or wherever, somewhere third world country, that they're completely happy. Well, it's different, especially here or where we're not in third world countries. Maybe they barter and exchange in different ways, but our currency is money. We don't have a bartering system to speak of. We need to pay for our rent. We need to pay for mortgage. Money's important here. And if you don't have it, what happens? Think about that. So you need to give it the importance in order to make it something that you're working toward. And it's not meaning that you're worshiping it and that's all you're looking at is money. No, like I said before, money enables me to help others. It enables me to give back. It enables me to hire people, which gives them money to help their family. It's like its own ecosystem. So that is so important. Let me see what this is saying. Yes, not until as a young adult and started attending a fundamentalist Baptist church, that's where my money is bad paradigm began. Yes. So a lot of religious beliefs have this thing where money isn't important. Yeah, and that totally, that one where the friend said, yeah, there's plenty of people in third world countries that are happy without money. But it's really a currency that we need, especially in not third world countries, but in developed countries, right? We don't have a barter system where I'll trade you an egg for that, the bushel of whatever over here, right? We have to have money to go to the grocery store, right? We need money to be able to survive in our developed countries, right? Healthcare, all of it. So it's important. So don't let that belief, if that's a belief, then that's something that needs to be worked on for sure. And it's totally, you can do it. I worked through it. My clients work through it all the time. And once these things start to lift off and you're doing the strategic, aligned, inspired action steps that is aligned to your energy, aligned to your intuition, your gut instincts, your inner guidance system, whatever you want to call it, that is when the magic really starts to happen, okay? That's when miracles can really happen, all right? So there's also beliefs like, I don't have what it takes. How many of you believe I don't have what it takes sometimes? That comes in. I don't have enough knowledge. I don't have enough, I don't know what I'm doing. I need to take more courses. How many of you are serial certifiers? That was me. Serial certifier. I think for a good 5 years, all I did was learn. I have so many certifications and trainings underneath my belt. It is absolutely crazy. I still love learning. I'm a lifetime learner. I have to admit it. But it's important that that those beliefs, they will sabotage you and keep you stuck in learn mode forever. And you will never move forward if you don't start doing something to promote yourself, your business, all of it, okay? So if you're a serial certifier, if you're a lifetime learner like me, I love learning. What I did was I took a break from learning and I implemented. I just said for a year, I'm going to promote my business. And it wasn't until one of my mentors brought that up to me. Melissa, you're never promoting yourself. You're never offering. I never see you say, hey, I'm doing this. It's like you're always giving information, which I love. I think that we should be helping each other and giving information. That's part of what we're here for, right? We want to help each other. But I never offered anything. I never said, hey, I have sessions. I just thought they'd go to my website. I thought they'd figure it out on their own. But really, people don't figure it out unless you tell it to them. So again, I'm going to bring up my free challenge, the Breaking Biz Blocks 5-day challenge. You see how easily I said that within I'm educating you guys, teaching you guys what it is about energy blocks that are keeping your business from hitting 6+ figures. And then I'm throwing in there, hey, I've got this free challenge. Come join us. And that's where you'll get to know me and my work a lot faster. You'll get through some clearings. You'll be able to see the proof, feel that ease and flow, and be like, yeah, I can do this. That's where it's at. And that's what I want to give to you. That's what I'm offering to you today. But, you could have other offers like, hey, I'm offering a one-on-one session. Come join me. I'd love to work with you. I'm offering a free 30-minute clarity call or a discovery call, whatever you want to call it, alignment call, whatever. So that's all you need to do is make sure that you are stepping up and out and you're not keeping yourself locked down in learn mode, because right there, that's sabotage. It's a part of you sabotaging you from moving forward and building your business. Why is it there? That's what you need to ask. Why am I sabotaging myself? Usually it's a part of you that's keeping you safe from getting hurt, right? A part of you that wants to, it just knows that you've gone through pain. It could be pain that you've had in this lifetime, guys. It doesn't have to necessarily mean that it's something that you remember. Remember, we inherit more than hair and eye color from our ancestors. So it can go back generations. It could be some ancestor was hurt big time. And so it's taking that off the table. That part is keeping you safe for right now. And it's saying, no, we're going to make sure that you're not hurt. Not trying to screw you over. It's just trying to keep you safe. And so when you're now going, hey, I really appreciate you keeping me safe. I really appreciate the time that you put into my lifetime, keeping me safe, keeping me in learn mode. This is like the little sabotage, but now I need to promote and I'm ready to do it. I don't need this protection anymore. And you integrate that part in, you clear out the blocks, and you move forward. Wow. Talk about transformation. You can do this. I know you can. So, I don't have what it takes, can go into so many different areas. I'm not good with money could be another thing. Those are I'm not good with money could be maybe, like I said before, you overspend, you underspend. Maybe you can't save. Maybe you save too much. Maybe you're always saving. For years, we didn't go on vacations. We did not take our kids on vacations. We drove to family just to visit family. And it was like, I felt like we were always saving. We never like cut loose and spent. And we always stayed locked in our income bracket. It was like we stayed locked until we owned that we were worth doing a little bit more extravagant things. Like I said about the handbag earlier, when I said, I am worth this, when I said we are worth a Hawaiian vacation or a Mexico vacation, when we did those things and we said we are worth this, I know it sounds like a little, counterproductive or whatever, but those are when the things started to shift. And it wasn't just me doing those actions. It was me working through, why didn't I feel worthy of it before? And when I let go of that fear that if we spent that money, we might need that money. We might lose everything if we don't have that money. That lack mentality. When I let that go, that is when our income started increasing, like a lot. All right. And you guys might have heard me talk about the energy, and we had businesses and you go through different levels, different up leveling, and each one offers you gold nuggets if you don't let the fear drag you down. One of our things was the big crash in 2008-9, the housing bubble. And we had invested in a lot of land. And in that, unfortunately, we always thought that land was the safest way to invest. And I still believe that, but we got caught up on too much leveraging. And that took us down so fast. And with that, the stress from the finances took my health down. And from that, you lose your health, you lose everything, right? Your health is your wealth. And when I lost that, I then really quickly started stepping it up into energy. I did the EFT before that, and I did law of attraction before that. But when I realized that I really needed to level out my energy and step into this ease, flow, trust, really whatever it is that was keeping me in that fear mode, that was when my health turned around. But what I really noticed was with my health, our finances started to turn around really fast, drastically. So not only was I pain-free pretty quickly, but our finances, I can't say, our finances should not have turned around that fast if it was just looking logically at it, but it was miraculous. And not only did they turn around, but they doubled, tripled, quadrupled that fast when I shifted my energy. And it wasn't just my business, it was my husband's. So, and then our other businesses partners. It was like everything started to shift, and I could see that the fruit that I was getting from the work I was doing on myself, it was all connected, because when you work on one thing, you work on everything else. And that's where you see the shifts happen in your life. So Vanessa saying, I had a codependency on somebody else for my success, which I think is a root fear of being seen and judged. Yep. Oh, I had those. That's totally huge. The fear, and we're going to work on that next week too, Vanessa. So you're going to really get a lot of the visibility day. You're going to get a lot out of that. And I can edify and promote others, but it's harder. Yes, I did the same thing. I was so good at selling other people's stuff, and I believed in their stuff. Don't get me wrong. I believe in my own stuff, right? But I was so easy just to promote them. And the thing is, I couldn't promote them if I was making money off of it. Like if I was an affiliate, I couldn't promote them as easily. The only way I could do it is if I promoted them for free and just helped them out. That's a block I don't have anymore. And I don't want you to have it either. And we're going to work through that. So, and it's once you do, things really start to shift. Like I said, our businesses, my health, my relationships that were bad for 20 years, miraculously shifted. It's all connected. And I'll give you an example. So just one belief, I'm not good enough. That was one of the deep core ones. And it's a core root for so many people, right? I'm not good enough. Think about that. If you have that, I'm not good enough in a physical way, that belief affects your body, your cells from functioning right. Your detox pathways don't work. So maybe you don't detox right. It could be your liver's not functioning right. Nothing works. Your skin is all messed up. Nothing is turning over the way it's supposed to because your cells don't think they can do anything right. They're not good enough. The same thing with relationships. I'm not good enough. You attract people that treat you badly because that don't treat you like you're good enough. That same belief that goes into your finances. Money doesn't find you because you're not worth enough. Or your clients that you're trying to attract, they're looking at you like, I'm not going to pay for her. She's not good enough. She doesn't know what she's doing. She's not good enough. So you see that one belief, it goes to every area of your life. And that is what we work on. That is just the energy part of it, guys. Your energy is everything. Remember that. Energy is everything. So once your energy's in, you're like, dang, I can do this. It shifts and you're like doing lives. You're reaching out to people because you know you're confident. You know what you need to do next. And with my programs, you have the right steps to do them. Like, how can you reach that 6+ figure? Energy is everything, yes, but you also have to take the aligned strategic action steps that are needed to do this. Your energy has to be aligned to your business on all levels. That's your action steps. And it's not what the gurus told you. I mean, the way of doing business is not the same as it has been. The things have shifted, especially this last year. We're doing things differently. And it's true connection. It's true involvement. It's true caring. And people pick up on it. People are a lot more savvy, especially with them spending more time this last year on social media, right? So remember, we're looking at the inherited beliefs and blocks from our ancestors, our parents, those influential people in our life. We absorb so much. We even look at in utero memories. So the thing about in utero is a lot of times I find these in my group program. We'll be talking in one of our mastermind classes and I'll be like, oh, you got an in utero memory. But the thing about in utero memories is that you're not only absorbing the cellular memories from your parents, from your ancestors coming down generations back, but you're also absorbing any of the fears that they're having while you're being formed. And so that's a fear, that's another emotion, that's another energy, right? And you're inheriting, if they're in fear, they're having some traumatic negative thinking or whatever, you're also getting the cortisol, the chemical reactions, the cortisol, the adrenaline, all those little things going through your baby body being formed, all those chemicals creating this hyper anxiety, or maybe you always feel like something's wrong when nothing really is wrong and you're drawn into that fear mode and there's nothing to be fearful of. It's because you had that chemical. So we clear those things out as well. And it becomes so much easier because the more you do, the more it just starts to clear so fast. I love it. It's just so fun seeing that clear in my people and just seeing them transform. And then when they start seeing it, they start seeing the potential. They start seeing the possibilities. And that's what I want for you. So I also want you to, let's do a little exercise here, all right? So let's do an exercise on your worth and your set income point. So I want you to get a piece of paper out. If you have something, if you can look back on this later and you can do the exercise later too. But if you can grab a piece of paper and just write these down. When you think of what you make money-wise right now, how does it make you feel? So in that circle, I want you to write down how much you make right now and how does it make you feel? All right. How does that make you feel? So do you feel lack? Do you feel sad? Do you feel trapped? Do you feel fear? Stressed? What are the emotions that come with the money that you're making right now? And then I want you to think of an income number that would make you feel comfortable, make you feel like at ease with your life. All right. Think of a number that you would like to make that would make you feel more freedom, more at ease, less stress, okay? You have that number? And I like this exercise because you get this pull. It's like, now I want you to stretch that number a little bit. Stretch it out. How does that feel? Stretch that number out a little bit more, just enough to where you feel slightly uncomfortable. How does that make you feel? It's a little bit like, write that number down. Write that new number down. It's a little out of your comfort zone, but it's still maybe attainable. Write that number down. All right. Do you have any negative thoughts that come around that new stretched number? What negative thoughts come around? This is a way you find out where some of these money blocks are, okay? So maybe you have thoughts like, it would be nice, but I'll never get there. It'll be a lot of work if I make that kind of money. That means I have to work so hard. That's a belief, remember? Again, making money is hard work. Like Vanessa was saying earlier, maybe that means you wouldn't have that connection with your family if you had that kind of income coming in. And you don't want to lose that connection, right? So I want you to work on those beliefs around that. Now, let's just do this. Let's even have a little bit more fun, okay? I want you to write down a huge number. Write down a massive number that is incomprehensible to you. Like, I'm going to make $1 million this year in 2021. Write down a number that is, and that doesn't even, it's so funny because I can write that number down and it's not like out of the world for me. But I want you to write it down. And if you're like, oh, what comes up when you write that number down? That huge number, crazy. Like, are you crazy? Are you insane? You'll never make that. That will never happen. And then maybe if you said to somebody, a friend, and you think about, if I said I'm going to make $1 million, or maybe for you it's 500,000, or it could be 200,000, whatever that number is for you, that you just don't think you'll ever make. Write that number down. And what would their friends say if you said, I'm going to make that? They'd be like, do you imagine them saying to you, oh my God, give me a break. You're never going to make that. And who do you think you are? And you're so dumb, or whatever comes up, those emotions, those feelings. I want you to pay attention to those. All right. So those are the things that really can really give you some gold nuggets on where you want to be in your income bracket, where you want to earn, and what you need to clear out to start thinking of it, to start making it. Okay. So maybe you feel like you're not smart enough to make that kind of money. You wouldn't fit in with the people in your income bracket. Maybe if you made that kind of money, like I talked about earlier, you would be like having to find new friends, and that's scary to you. Or maybe you think maybe you think that you would lose your friends. I mean, guys, really, you could just do more things with your friends. You could pick up the tab. You could do those things that you would love to do. So just try to shift your thinking on that, okay? Maybe you believe you'd have more responsibility, and that freaks you out. Maybe you believe that people would come to you wanting more. The responsibility thing is huge. And responsibility, that when people become dependent on you, and then all of a sudden maybe you have a year that's not so good and they're dependent on you, maybe you're fearful of that. It hasn't even happened and you're already scared of it. How many of you step forward into the future and then you're like, dang, don't do that. Don't get ahead of yourself. I had somebody in one of my communities like, well, what if I get like too many people? She hasn't even started. And she was like, what if I get too many people signing up for my program? Wow. What a problem to have, right? You cross that bridge when it comes, and it's not too many people. It's an amazing amount of people. You hire more help because you're making enough money where you can get more help and you can do it. So don't let those other things like, well, if I get this too many people, so you don't even get started. And that's a problem. So those are things that are really red flags to me, like, oh, there's a block. Let's clear it out. Okay. So, and then ask yourself, all these thoughts, are they true? Remember, beliefs are just things that you tell yourself over and over again, until you believe it. They're just thoughts, they're words of things that you tell yourself over and over again until you believe it. And remember, the word lie is in the word belief. Oftentimes, beliefs are just lies. They're not true. Just because you believe it doesn't make it a fact. Okay? So just remember that, okay? And all these fears, are they facts? Are they things that really are happening to you right now? I mean, we could be crossing the road and get hit by a car, right? So it's like nothing, just because it can happen doesn't mean it's going to happen, and doesn't mean we should plan for it to happen. We should take the steps toward our goals. Take the steps toward your goals. Do the inspired action steps that align your energy to your business and to your dreams. And that's where you're going to see things start to manifest, okay? So I want you to pay close attention to your limiting beliefs, those money points, those set points, the speedometer for your money. And I want you to change your mind to change your income. That's what this is all about. Now, if you're a spiritual entrepreneur, you may still have the thoughts like it's unethical to make money helping people. I want you to work on that. It's another aspect of this. You shouldn't charge for helping people with spiritual gifts. That's something that people think of often too. So go ahead and think about that. This is huge in my woo-woo and spiritual mentor clients. And I love digging deep into those because, again, it's the religious part of things too. It's like, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't make money doing that. So we want to work through that, okay? Have you thought things like it's making money is hard work? I think we already worked through that. I have my notes here. I always have notes just to keep me on so I don't go off. Sometimes I can go off on down a rabbit hole, and I want to make sure that I don't do that. So things like, I'll give you some more ideas. You have to always work hard. You're lazy if you aren't working hard. You can't repurpose content. That's not fair. That one of my biggest things is repurpose content, man. You don't have to completely reinvent the wheel. Repurpose your content that I've been creating content for now since 2000 on social media, since 2011, I think. Don't just repurpose. And it's not cheating, just do it. Or it has to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. We don't want you to be perfect. I'm not perfect by any means. It's just getting out there and doing your stuff. When I was on Clubhouse last couple of weeks, the first few times I felt like I was going to have a panic attack. I was like, oh, my heart was coming out of my chest, and I don't even know why. It was like, oh my gosh. And I can be live here and I'm fine, but having these conversations with people back and forth for some reason stressed me out, and I had to work on it. In fact, I had to have a couple different healers work on me with it. And that's where having other people support you and mentor you and help you really helps you level up. And make sure that you know in your heart when people are legit. Don't get, swept away by the things that aren't real. Trust your gut, trust your instincts, go with it. You don't want to be in the same place a year from now that you are right now. You really don't. And that's not what I want either. Okay. So get rid of that need for perfection. Really important. And you guys, again, I'm going to mention, I have the Breaking Biz Blocks 5-day challenge on Monday. The link is in the comments here. I want you, please join, because we're going to be clearing through so many of these success blocks. We're not just going to talk about them. We're going to actually, in real time, I'm going to be sending you different energy healing frequencies. And we're going to work on clearing those things out of the cells, out of your cellular memory. We're going to work on lifetimes worth of these energy blocks keeping you from success. We want to help you, level up to that 6+ figures. That is my goal. All right. 2021, you have plenty of time. If you start working now, 2021 is your year for 6+ figures. You can do it. I know you can do it. Okay. So there's also that I have to suffer. I can't take shortcuts. Like, again, blood, sweat, and tears. You got to work so hard. You got to use blood, sweat, and tears. That if you're taking shortcuts, that's cheating. If I'm trying to increase my income, people will think I'm greedy. What will people think? Maybe you'll step up and be seen. A lot of times I remember wanting to hide because I didn't want to get negative attention. And the trolls can come out. But you know what that is? That means you are being seen, and that's a good sign. Just go with it. Let those trolls go. You can block them out, whatever. But, once I just got over those blocks, they just disappeared. So there you go. So all these can keep you stuck and blocked from success. Remember that. And that's why I created the Breaking Biz Blocks 5-day challenge before, because I wanted to make sure that I was helping as many people as I could in the free challenge to help them really get a jump start. And this is for you if you're struggling with this. And I just really help you see a new way of working with it. I also teach you how to use my unique energy on yourself. All right. I do teach this as a certification as well, but it's this when in the Breaking Biz Blocks challenge, I teach you how to use it on yourself. And if you're interested in more, we can go deeper. And that's a beauty of this, because you're going to be like, I want to use this on my clients. And it's amazing. All right. So we're going to talk about money blocks in your pricing, your products and services. And we're going to be talking about how comparing yourself to others. Don't do it. You are different. You are unique. You are one of a kind. There is nobody else like you out there at all. And I want you to really embrace this, guys. You are like a fingerprint. There is nobody else like you out there. And even if somebody's doing the exact type of work you're doing, say you are an energy, like you're Reiki, And there's like other people doing Reiki. Nobody will do it the way you do it. Nobody is you. You have a unique energy. Your ideal clients are out there waiting for you to stand up and sign and shine and work with you. All right? They are out there, as I said before. We're going to cast that energetic net next week during the 5-day challenge, and we're going to start pulling those clients in. And your job, stand up and be seen. So we're going to work through blocks to that. I think it's on day 3 or 4. I can't remember. But we're going to be working through blocks on that so that we can get you to be seen. Your ideal clients that were born, they have a contract to work with you. They're waiting for you to show up. And that's what we're going to be working with you with. That's the first step. Okay? I want you to not compare yourself to others. Don't compare your prices. Don't compare your products, your services. Don't do this averaging out. You know, I'm going to average out what these 4 other people are charging, and I'm going to be in the middle somewhere. I'm going to average it out. Don't do that. I want you to think about what prices intuitively are coming to you for your unique abilities. And then we're going to stretch that number out. All right? I want you to stretch that out. Have it be unique to you. It's really important. And seriously, those people have their own energy blocks. They have their own money blocks. Don't go off their money blocks. Don't absorb their blocks. Don't limit yourself. I've been in so many programs where, well, everybody in this certification is charging, $65 for an hour session. So I'm going to charge $65. Don't do that. No. Don't because they have their own money blocks. And I even was one of the educators in one of these particular programs where they were like, well, we should all charge the same. I'm like, what? I'm not charging the same as you guys. I've got so many unique abilities that that I give my clients. I'm not charging the same as you. And when they tried to enforce that, I was out. I was like, I'm out of here. I'm not absorbing your guys' money blocks. You guys can stay doing that for as long as you want. And I can tell you that those people are still charging the same. They will never be able to scale. And the thing with energy is that you do run out of, I shouldn't put this belief on you, but most of us that work with energy, we have the ability to do so much. And so you can only take so many clients in a day, right? It's just facts. There's only so many hours in a day too, but you can only take so many clients in a day before it starts to affect your own energy, right? So the only way to scale is to charge more or use my secret sauce formula for really leveling up and really having high touch offers. And that's what I teach in my bigger program. And it's been miraculous for people that follow through and they're coachable and they allow me to really show them how to do it. They oh my gosh, the magic happens, miracles. It's just great. It's amazing. So don't compare yourself to others, and don't crowdsource your prices. We don't want that. So everybody has their own agenda and own blocks. So don't absorb their others. And that's something we work through within the next week's challenge as well. So, and remember not to place your net worth by others' self-worth. All right. Don't place your net worth on others' self-worth. Oh, that's something that it's so easy to do. It's like asking people, it's like going to a marriage counselor with a counselor that's been divorced 5 times. You're trying to save your marriage and you're going to a marriage counselor that's been divorced 5 times. Does that make any sense to you? It doesn't make any sense to me at all. I'm like, you're trying to save your marriage? Don't do that. Same with working with, like, building your business and practice. Look at these people. Are they successful? Are they doing what you want to be doing? Those are your mentors. Are they successful in what they're doing? Those are the people you want to surround yourself with. Remember, you're the top sum of the top 5 people you hang out with too. So look at the people around you. What is their energy like? Are they bringing you down? Are they lifting you up? You want people that are cheering you on, that want you to succeed, that don't have their own jealousies and comparisons pulling you back down. So pay attention to that. And I have a whole nother talk on that one too. So make sure, again, that you only get advice from people that you highly respect, and don't let those other people impact your life or business if you don't respect them. Don't take their advice, okay? And as always, we're looking at these deep roots. We want to make sure that we're pulling everything out, every little root, because remember that if we don't get the full root, it just grows back and it grows deeper and stronger, and you get discouraged. So that's where next week we're going to start this. You're going to feel some weight. You're going to see the benefit. You're going to be like, I get it. And you're going to start feeling like I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. So join the Breaking Biz Blocks 5-Day Challenge. I want to be connected with you. And that's one of the best ways that you can connect with me without paying for it. All right. Just your time. And we're going to have some fun exercises that really lift your energy up too. I like doing them. I do them every time too. And they're so much fun. I get so excited. So, and again, we're going to have some amazing prizes, and we have some free laser Zoom coaching in there. We are going to really pull out all the stops to really help you level up your business. That is my goal. All right. So I hope you guys have gotten some really good value from this call today. I really feel like the energy on here today has been amazing. I might even put this on my the Energy of Business and Life show podcast episode. Make it an episode, because I feel like it's full of gold nuggets today. Does any of you have any questions? If any of you have any questions, you can post them. If you're watching the replay, post them in the comments. I would like to hear, if you're going to be in the challenge, post "I'm in the challenge." I should give away a free prize for the people that post "I'm in" for the challenge. I'll put you in for a free drawing. How does that sound? I'll add you to the free one of the free drawings if you post "I'm in" the comments below, even if you're watching the replay. "I'm in" if you're in for the challenge, okay? All right, guys, you guys have a great rest of the day. It was such an honor to be here talking with you and allowing you to share your energy with me, and vice versa. It's all an exchange, right? All right, guys, I will talk to you later. Have a great weekend. Take care. Bye.